Girls wear too much makeup. It's false advertising.
All right, Chad. You want to talk about false advertising? Let's talk about that fish in your profile pic. Men will drag women for using makeup as false advertising and then post photos on social media like this. Hello? That's false advertising. Your face is a light year and a half away from the camera under a hat and shades so that we purposely can't tell that you look like an inbred Shrek. And then this is pushed so close to the camera because you wish it looked that big. If you're willing to do it with fish, what else are you willing to do it with?
But we do that so that you can see the fish better.
As much as we love the 4K photo from the phone that you won during summer sales, we all know what a fish looks like. We all saw Finding Nemo.
Yeah, but I don't fish to impress women. I do it because I like it.
Now, I know I've heard that before. I don't do this for men. I do it because it makes me happy and I like, almost like makeup.
So I used to really like this guy who said, and I quote, "The only thing I'm into are nice bodies." And I didn't have a very nice body at the time. But I worked really hard and I got one and I went to go show it off to him. And then he started screaming and saying things like, "Get away from me, you're a murderer. How did you carry this human being all by yourself?" And as he was doing what some might call escaping, he turned to me and he said, "This is the last time you're going to see me. What do you have to say for yourself?" And I looked at him and I said, "Do you remember that you said bodies plural?" Because I don't think you're gonna like what comes next.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up and
So when I was a sophomore in high school, I had this teacher who would only let the students in her class use the restroom one time per semester. Well, one day I raised my hand and I was like, "Excuse me," I don't remember her name, "can I please use the restroom?" And she was like, "No, you can't, because you've already used the restroom in my class this semester." Well, excuse me, you can't dictate my bladder. So I'm like all frustrated, and I started secretly texting my mom because I wasn't allowed to use my phone in class. And I was like, "Mom, I'm sitting in class right now, my teacher won't let me use the restroom." And she was like, "I'll take care of it for you." And I was like, "Okay." So like 5 minutes goes by, and all of a sudden my teacher's phone starts ringing, and she walks up to it and answers it, and she's like, "Hello?" "Yeah. Okay, thank you." And then she walks up to me like so angry, and she like slams the pass on my desk, and she was like, "Since you have to go that bad." And I was like, "Yeah, I really do, thanks." And I got up and left. I didn't even have to go to the bathroom. It was just the principle of it. I just roamed the halls.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want.
So I asked my mom if there was anything really creepy I did when I was younger. And she said when I was 4 or 5, I always said I worked for the devil. And that I would like torture and abuse my sister and always blame it on the devil. I do remember taking her stuffed animals, cutting them in half, throwing them in a closet, and locking her in the closet with them. And I'd leave her in there for fucking hours. Just her screaming and crying, let me out, and I'd always say, "No, the devil wants me to keep you in there longer." I would even like rip out her hair, and my mom would be like, "Hey, you can't fucking do that, like that's literal abuse." And I would always say, "Well, the devil wants me to." By the way, I was like 4 or 5. The behavior did stop when we moved out of that house. I don't know what age I was, but when we moved out, I was fine. But it only gets worse.
Rules for picking up women in clubs. Rule number 5. Always have a reason to bring her home. And once you guys are at the point of making out at the club and things are really getting hot and heavy, I always have a reason. Like for me, it's like, "Hey, I got a dog at home. His name's Max. He's super cute. You should meet him." They always want to meet him. Or I'll say, "Oh, I have Mario Kart." Every girl, for some reason, every girl under the age of 25 is like, "Oh, I'll kick your ass in Mario Kart." "Oh yeah? Prove it." We've never once played Mario Kart, not once. And sometimes they'll be like unsure, like, oh, I don't know or whatever. And you go, oh yeah, no, I have to work in the morning anyways. You can't stay or anything. You're just going to meet Max and you got to get going. Or we're going to play one round of Mario Kart and then you got to get going. Remember, I've never played Mario Kart with a girl, not once. So always have a plan. Remember, a confident man has a plan. A cocky man doesn't think he needs one. Almost forgot to do the threads. Theory suit, hyper tailored, as you can see. Balenciaga, Prada, Burberry, Prada. Respect the drip.
This is why you should never date multiple people at once. Part 2. So I was talking to like 4 guys and I literally did not like them. But I was determined to keep my options open. I just didn't want another guy to play me. As the time progressed, me and this one guy, the one I really liked, started actually like dating. I mean, we didn't define the relationship, but it looked like a relationship. In my head, you have to like define the relationship. In my man's, he's not doing that. I even met his mom. Now, this is where it gets truly embarrassing. So one day I'm getting drinks with one of those other 3 guys, even though I'm basically in love with this guy. And we're sitting in this cafe, having a good old time. And who walks in through the door? The mother of the guy I want to date. I should have saw this coming, but I was dumb. So my heart dropped and she freaking waved at me. Like, I see what you're about. And needless to say, she told him and me and the one guy I really liked never talked again.
I can't take it off. I can't take it off. Like, take it off. I can't. Take it off. I can't take it off.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings.